Welcome back to Car Flash Drive, the channel where we take an in-depth look at the latest cars from around the world and give you the most detailed breakdowns to help you decide if the next model in your driveway should be the one we're reviewing. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic small cars that has managed to balance charm, practicality, and off-road capability in its own quirky way. We're talking about the all-new 2026 Fiat Panda Cross. This model takes the legacy of the Panda, a car that has been a European favorite since the early 1980s, and brings it into the modern era with fresh styling, new technology, and improved performance that aligns with the ever-changing automotive world. So, buckle in as we take a close look at what Fiat has cooked up with this little urban meets rural crossover. The Fiat Panda Cross has always been the adventurous sibling in the Panda family. Where the regular Panda has been all about city driving, convenience, and affordability, the Cross variant brings rugged touches, a more capable stance, and enough enhancements to make it comfortable both on the cobblestone streets of Rome and on a dirt trail leading to a countryside cabin. The 2026 version builds on this formula with modern Fiat design language, electrification options, and a more refined yet playful personality. At first glance, it's clear Fiat wanted this to be more than just a small hatch with plastic cladding. It's positioned to be a serious contender in the micro crossover segment, and you can tell they've drawn inspiration from larger Fiat SUVs while keeping the Panda's cheerful proportions intact. Looking at the front, the new Panda Cross sports a more squared-off, upright face than its predecessor. Fiat has emphasized a strong yet friendly look, with slim LED headlights integrated into a two-tier lighting setup. The upper strip contains the daytime running lights that run horizontally across the top, giving it a sharp and modern look, while the lower lamps handle the main illumination duties. The grille is small but purposeful, with a chunky honeycomb pattern and a bold Fiat badge proudly placed at the center. The Cross version adds a silver skid plate at the bottom of the bumper, which not only enhances the rugged impression but also serves as protection when you're venturing off paved roads. The front bumper is more sculpted compared to the standard Panda, with prominent black surrounds around the fog lamps, giving it that adventurous flavor buyers expect in this trim. From the side, the Panda Cross maintains compact dimensions that make it perfect for city driving, but Fiat has worked on proportions to give it a more substantial crossover feel. The wheel arches are squared off and lined with durable matte black cladding that extends along the lower doors for added protection. Depending on trim, you can get wheels ranging from 15 to 17 inches, with the Cross-specific alloys featuring a rugged, multi-spoke design that looks like it's ready for anything. The roofline stays fairly upright, which not only preserves the iconic Panda silhouette but also maximizes headroom inside. Roof rails come standard on the Cross, finished in a contrasting silver or black depending on the body color, emphasizing its outdoorsy credentials. Overall, the side view communicates toughness without losing the fun and approachable vibe that has always been central to the Panda's identity. Swinging around to the back, the design remains faithful to the Panda tradition but updated with modern touches. The taillights are vertically stacked and feature crisp LED graphics, giving it a distinctive nighttime signature. The rear bumper carries over the rugged theme with more cladding and another faux skid plate. A chunky silver insert reinforces the idea that this car isn't afraid to get dirty. The rear glass is large, aiding visibility, and there's a high-mounted brake light tucked neatly into the roof spoiler. Fiat has managed to keep the back end playful but robust, making the Panda Cross stand out from typical small hatchbacks that might lack character. Moving inside, the 2026 Fiat Panda Cross surprises with a cabin that is much more advanced and refined than you might expect from such a compact car. Fiat has blended simplicity with modern technology, staying true to the Panda's roots as an easy-to-use car, but upgrading it for today's drivers who expect digital convenience. The dashboard layout is horizontal and uncluttered, with robust materials that can withstand daily wear. A central 10-inch touchscreen floats atop the dash, handling the latest Uconnect infotainment system, which supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The graphics are clear, the interface is quick, and Fiat has wisely kept a row of physical shortcut buttons below for climate control and essential functions. The steering wheel has a chunky, flat-bottom design with integrated controls, and behind it sits a fully digital instrument cluster that changes its layout depending on driving mode. Fiat has included thoughtful storage solutions throughout the cabin, with deep door bins, clever cubbies, and a configurable center console. The seats are another highlight. Upholstered in a mix of durable fabric and eco-friendly materials, they offer good support for long drives. while the Cross trim adds contrasting stitching and unique patterns that set it apart from the regular Panda. Rear passengers benefit from the upright roofline, which translates into impressive headroom, and the boxy shape ensures visibility and a light, airy feeling in the back seats. While cargo space isn't massive, it's more than enough for grocery runs or weekend getaways, and the rear seats fold down to expand it further when needed. Under the hood, Fiat has embraced flexibility. The 2026 Panda Cross is offered with multiple powertrain options to suit different buyers. The entry-level version comes with a mild hybrid 1.0-liter 3-cylinder engine paired with a small electric motor, providing better efficiency and smoother acceleration in the city. Then there's a more powerful 1.2-liter turbocharged hybrid option, which balances power and fuel economy for those who need a bit more punch. For eco-conscious buyers, Fiat offers a fully electric Panda Cross, with a battery pack delivering around 280 kilometers of range on a single charge, making it a compelling option for urban and suburban drivers. One of the key selling points of the Cross trim has always been its ability to go beyond city streets, and Fiat hasn't abandoned that heritage. The 2026 model features higher ground clearance than the regular Panda, enhanced suspension tuning, and optional all-wheel drive on select variants. While you're not going to conquer extreme off-road trails, the Panda Cross can handle gravel roads, muddy paths, and snowy conditions with confidence. Light steering, a tight turning radius, and compact size make it a joy to maneuver in crowded environments, while the upgraded suspension does a good job soaking up rough surfaces. It's this dual personality, a city-friendly yet country-capable, that makes the Panda Cross unique. In terms of performance, the mild hybrid is perfect for efficiency-focused drivers, with around 70 horsepower that may not sound like much but feels adequate in a lightweight car like this. The turbo hybrid pushes output closer to 100 horsepower, giving the Panda Cross a livelier character and making highway driving less stressful. The electric version, while not blisteringly fast, provides instant torque and smooth acceleration, perfectly suited for zipping through urban traffic. Fiat has tuned the regenerative braking to feel natural, so it doesn't disrupt the driving experience. Across all versions, refinement has improved, with better sound insulation and smoother transmissions making the Panda feel more mature than ever. When it comes to pricing, Fiat has positioned the Panda Cross competitively to remain accessible while reflecting the added tech and capability. The base mild hybrid version is expected to start around €17,000, climbing to roughly $20,000 for the turbo hybrid. The electric Panda Cross sits higher at about €24,000, but incentives in many European countries could bring that down significantly. Fiat also offers different trim packages and customization options, so buyers can tailor their Panda Cross to their style, whether they want something playful, rugged, or more premium. All in all, the 2026 Fiat Panda Cross successfully continues the legacy of one of Fiat's most beloved models. It combines charm, versatility, and modern features in a package that remains affordable and approachable. It isn't trying to compete with larger crossovers by pretending to be something it's not. Instead, it embraces its role as a compact, capable, and characterful car that fits just as well in a crowded city as it does in a countryside escape. Fiat has clearly recognized what makes the Panda special and has carried that DNA forward, while updating it for the needs of today's drivers. So, would the Panda Cross be the right car for you? If you're looking for something compact, efficient, packed with personality, and capable of handling more than just smooth roads, it's definitely worth a closer look. It doesn't break the bank, it doesn't pretend to be overly serious, and it offers just the right balance of practicality and fun. Fiat has managed to take a formula that has worked for decades and refresh it for a new generation, which is no small feat in today's competitive market. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Fiat Panda Cross. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more detailed breakdowns of the latest cars from around the globe, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Car Flash Drive, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next drive.